Hey guys, this is John Sixthsense from the Where Spirit Meets Science Centre. On today's video, we're going to be looking at the field of paranormal research and whether it is science or pseudoscience. Can you believe it was only in the 1900s that Einstein's theory of relativity was classed as a pseudoscience? Most common theories and scientific facts of today are based all around this theory. We'll look at Sigmund Freud, the father of psychology, the founder of psychoanalysis. Again, this was classed as pseudoscience. It was in 1902 that Dr. Karl Popper first used the terminology of pseudoscience. He claimed that pseudoscientists will always try and prove a theory, where scientists will always look to disprove a theory. Well, I say the only way to the truth is to observe without preconceived notions. It's said to form a proper scientific analysis is to look, see, and create a hypothesis based on the observations. An example of this would be to look at a flame, and then we'd indicate that the colour that the flame's given off is yellow. Then we'd look at another flame and see again that that colour is yellow. And we'll look at 100 flames. In certain circumstances, flames can be other colours like blue and red. And these circumstances are outside the normal. Now, my interpretation of the paranormal is anything that's not normal. It's not all about spirits or communication with the afterlife. It's about anything that's outside the normal. So when we're looking at the paranormal, currently is the scientific world looking to prove or disprove? If Dr. Karl Popper's theories are right, a scientist will always be looking to disprove. We will always find an argument against anything. A typical example would be, okay, is Santa Claus real? I can't prove that Santa Claus is real, but neither can I prove that he's not real. We just go on observations and what the current data tells us. If we went looking and researching Santa Claus, we'd find thousands of stories dating back to St. Nicholas to say that it's all reality, but in reality we know it's not real. But it's about not always trying to disprove, sometimes trying to prove. Many claim that paranormal researchers are just purely trying to prove the existence of the afterlife without trying to disprove, hence categorising researchers as pseudoscientists. We currently never try and prove a scientific hypothesis right. We always try and disprove it. Is that the correct way? That's a big question to ask ourselves. Remember, testable, refutable, and falsifiable equals science. I can fit paranormal into any of those categories through our constant observations, through our constant debunking and disproving, but then also down to the fact that we gather evidence on so many different levels. We can be justified in seeing what is most probable given the current data and evidence, but we should also and always be prepared to revise due to current data and evidence that's been found. A typical example of this would be, it was believed for generations and generations that the Earth was flat, and it was many scientists and scientific facts. We found out it was nonsense, but we did this based on scientific evidence. Now, there is no scientific evidence out there that can disprove the paranormal, but we're struggling to totally prove it because there's always an argument for it. So how do we conduct research? Again, I believe that a scientific mind is somebody who is constant observations, constant repetitions. We look for any other explanation, and when no explanation can be given, we would then categorise something as paranormal or not normal.